Alright, so we're going to talk about squeeze theorem. This is seriously one of the easiest concepts we'll play with in calculus. But it's basically this. Let's say we have three functions. We'll call them g, f, and h. And f is in between g and h. But remember, the whole time, even though g is less than f and f is less than h, they also could be equal. So g could be equal to f and f could be equal to h. Well, if you get a situation where the limit of g and h at a certain point is equal to each other, so if they're equal to each other, well then, if these two things are equal, then the thing in the middle, by squeeze theorem, has to be equal to those two limits as well. Really pretty basic. You're going to work these problems out and you're going to be shocked like how easy it is. So let's just take a look at this one example here. It says the graphs of the continuous functions f in blue, so this is the blue one, g in green, and h in red. And you could see that g, the green one, is in between the red and the blue one, f and h. And then they tell you right here at 4, the limit as x approaches 4 of f of x, so the limit of the blue one, is 1, which looks to be true on this graph here. And the limit as x approaches 4 of h of x, the red one, that's also 1. Well, if g is between f of x and h of x, then what we have here is essentially this. And I'm just going to write it out for you. I'll try and color code it. So we know that f of x is the smallest one, and that is 1. And then we also know that g of x, which is in the middle, and that's what we're actually trying to find. We're trying to find the limit as x approaches 4 of g of x, that is greater than or equal to 1, and at the same time it's less than or equal to 1 from h of x, because we already know that that's 1. Well, if something is both greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 1, then therefore it has to be 1. So what's the value of this? It's just 1. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's a really pretty simple idea. You might see some that are a tad bit more involved than that, but not really. It's really that simple. So see you guys in the next video.